Let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to White. The shot. Towns with a rebound. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Here's Giddey. After the basket by New York on the other end. Dosunmu for 3. On target from range.
A great find by Giddey, a tall guard who sees the floor so well.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That one drops for him.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Hart can't hit.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Outside Giddey. Back to White. Pass to Buzelis. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And the offense, 3 or 4, solid start for this game.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's Shamet from outside the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's White. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. White can really get up. He enjoys showcasing his athleticism.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Towns outside. The 3. Knicks keep it alive. Pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Anunoby passes to Towns. Hart from long range. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Confidence is a big part of assertive like this. It helps him get going.
Chicago has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Now here's White. He's closely guarded. And he banks in the layup. Well, Clark in game 2 of the back-to-backs. Players have to be running more on adrenaline than rest.
Clearly there's some fatigue that comes into play, especially for your heavy minute players. That's why your reserve players, the guys on the bench, are so important. Because in back-to-back situations, adrenaline's not enough to overcome fatigue.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Shots good by Hart.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. He can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
White looking it over. And the layup is good off the glass. White's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Williams is checked in for Chicago. Herder comes in for Dosunmu. Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Robinson. Back to Alvarado. Back to Robinson. Stolen by Giddey. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Here's Okporti. Williams defending. From downtown. Chicago with a rebound. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Herter. Let's go with a 3. Offensive rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside McBride. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Here's Jones. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Beasley. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Chicago leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. All right, we'll get... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Kevin Herter. Collins, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 6. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost. And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Count that bucket. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Jones with the ball, and McBride picks him up defensively. Carter, good.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
McBride with it, working on Jones. McBride passes to Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
Last time, free throw shooting was their kryptonite. Just could not keep pace.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Who's Ellis is checked in for Williams. The Sumu comes in for Herter. And it's White in for Carter. Brunson is checked in for New York. And over the last month, here's a look at the big men who have shot the ball the best from outside the arc. A growing trend in today's NBA. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
And these bigs have refined their games to the point where they're a threat to score from anywhere on the floor.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility in spades. You got it.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
White, the Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jones against Brunson, and he hits it to tie the game. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The Knicks have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Back to McBride, pass to Towns. Robinson, a screen on Jones. Brunson finds Robinson, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. White for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And for New York, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. Outside Jones. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Left side, McBride. Robinson passes to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Back to Towns. Here's McBride. And again, the Knicks missing. The Bulls have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Pass to White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And when you look at Kobe White's career numbers, he scored 15 as a rookie. I mean, he's always been a factor offensively.
For Chicago, Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Josh Giddey in for Jones. New York also changing it up. Josh Hart's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Anunoby comes in for Beasley. And it's Shamet in for McBride. And he makes a first. White hits them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Brunson on the drive. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Robinson. And he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
So they take the lead. Anunoby's got his second basket.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
And that one's good. Giddey.
He doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he sees everything, including that opening.
A 6'8" point guard. Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Greg.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, good stuff. Giddey against Brunson. Giddey passes to Vucevic. That one's wide left.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Here's Brunson. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. New York making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And Brunson really is a leader both on and off the floor. His example, when he speaks words of truth and passion. And his will and drive to win is infectious.
Give him credit. Improving in the second quarter. Just great adjustments.
Brunson passes to Anunoby, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
OG elevating. Boy, this guy can fly.
Giddey against Brunson. Now here's Giddey. Defense right on him. Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And a deep three from Brunson. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks out in front, up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
Taking a peek now at the up. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Landry Shamet is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. The Bulls trail by 5. Giddey scanning the floor. From outside, off the mark.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
It's blocked.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Anunoby against Giddey. Pass to White. Wide open. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Screen by Hart. Here's Brunson outside. New York again can't hit. The Bulls have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Picked by Vucevic. Outside White. Back to Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Giddey's got 8.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Brunson passes to Hart. Basket counts. And it's 7 points for Josh Hart.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Pass to Dosunmu. And here's White. From deep, Giddey. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Brunson passes to Towns. Here's Anunoby. Towns down low. Working on Vucevic. And there's Towns on the assist from Anunoby.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And it's Giddey missing.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Brunson against Giddey. Look at Brunson, tough in the lane.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
White on the wing, all alone. And it's New York with a rebound.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Anunoby passes to Shamet. Towns on a screen. Takes the 3, and the 3 falls for Towns.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Chicago making a switch here. Herter's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Beasley's checked in for Shamet. Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Vucevic against Towns. Outside Herter. The 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Brunson takes it himself. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Vucevic. To halt the run, and he lays it in. Vucevic has got 8.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Here's Brunson. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Hart.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Brunson with it, guarded by Vucevic. Hart from long range, and it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls trail by 10. Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Dosunmu. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Herder. Buries it down low. Herder's got his first 2 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And it's Jones in for Dosunmu.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Beasley, no good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Williams is out there with Kevin Herder. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Collins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Williams misses.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And what a play by Clarkson. Has the concentration to finish through contact.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
New York leading by 6. Towns is screen on Jones. McBride with it. Guarded now by Williams. Shot's good by Towns.
You got a big guy like Towns that can hit from long range. I think it makes your whole team harder to defend.
Outside Jones. Pass to Herder. Lets it go from deep. And it's New York with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Robinson passes to Clarkson. New York working the ball around now. Back to McBride. Three-pointer. Collins with the rebound.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
White, the pass to Collins. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for New York. Brunson's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
When he's hot, Brunson is capital letter hot. There's just so many ways he can hurt you.
Shot from 12. Jones misses. New York leading by 9. Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Vucevic, the pass to Herder. The kick out to White. Here's the 3. And again, Chicago, no good. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Robinson. Towns for three. Oh, Towns showing that range.
Oh, my goodness. The 7-footer launching from way beyond the arc. How do you contest that? I don't think you can.
Vucevic. There's the drive.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Ellis is checked in for Collins. Dosunmu comes in for Herter. And Giddey's subbed in for Jones. No good on the free throw.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Brunson gets it to go.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Giddey can't get it.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Wide open. Robinson rips down the board. And here's New York now. They're on a 15-5 run.
So tough to deal with. I mean, Jalen Brunson has savvy oozing out of his pores. I mean, and he takes full advantage of it all.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Catching up on the changes for New York. Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Beasley. And it's Shamet in for McBride. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Bulls trail by 17. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And stolen by Brunson. White with a steal. Giddey up top. Oh, off target from downtown. New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
They get it back. White for three. Buries it from outside.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Knicks.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And with this win, they'll have a 2-1 advantage in this tightly contested season series, with one more game remaining this year against Chicago.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Brunson.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him. They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Jones using the glass to lay it in. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Brunson on the drive. Towns fires. No good from three. And Williams has got the ball here for Chicago. Jones feels it out with the drive. Herter. And the three misses. Smooth sailing for New York. Anunoby.
Boy, I love the energy that Anunoby plays with. I mean, he's so good at forcing the defender's hand.
That free throw no good.
At the line for the Knicks, OG.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
Outside Jones. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie.